Hey friends, this is Carrie. How are you today? I wanted to come in and talk to you about Duke's Way, living with grief, in particular pet grief. I know this all too well. Just about a year ago, I lost my beloved service dog of 12 years. He was my rock. He saved my life twice. He never left my side. On many occasions, he was my support system to physically walk. He was my champion, my defender. He sat at my feet. He never left my side. And I lost him just about a year ago. It's been the hardest year because compounding his grief, a year before that, I lost my beloved mother. So I have been trying to cope with two crushing passings in my life, two of the most important family members in my life. My mother, what can you say? She gave me this life. And it's never been the same since the moment she passed for any of us. And there are days that I would give anything to hear her talk. So I go and I listen to recordings. And I watch her last video. And I try so desperately to talk to her. But of course, I never hear from her. You compound her loss on top of Duke's loss. I miss him at my feet. I miss him at my knees. I miss his support. I miss him behind my back at night. I just miss him. And it has been a traumatic experience, traumatic enough that I don't know that I can ever live through the passing of another animal that has meant so much to not only me, but my husband. It got so bad that I was having panic attacks and horrific nightmares, which I still have, not as often, but panic attacks, not sleeping, not eating. It just has turned my entire world upside down. And then 3 months after I lost him, I had to have shoulder replacement surgery, which completely failed. So I had to have another one 3 months later. And it was during that recovery that I fell into a really low, horrible depression and time because I wasn't coping. I was not coping with this sadness that feels like a wet towel that hangs over you. And you can't ever get away from. Some days are better than other days. I don't think friend is a time for grief. I don't think time is a friend in grief. I think it just compounds because these family members are not here for more and more and more things. And it sinks in more and more and more that they're gone forever. And I was in a really bad emotional, psychological place. And I knew I had to figure it out. I had to get help. I had to figure out a way to get the nightmares under control and the panic attacks under control. If you know me and you follow me, you know I'm a pretty strong individual, and this really has set me back more than any other time in my life. So I knew that I had to figure something out. And so I started to do some research while I was recovering. And I came across this workshop that didn't fit me completely, but I thought it was well worth the investment of my time and my energy. And it was actually seeing somebody, a therapist as well. And the amazing thing is that through this 4.5 months, I was able to take what I was experiencing and put it into my own program. I used all the tools, all the research, all the resources, all of the experience, all the videos, and I decided that because I have such an amazing support on this app from so many people that are going through this exact same thing with losing an animal and just coping with grief in general, that I wanted to make this available to you. If you are watching this and you are in this same cycle of sadness and trauma and loneliness and this thing, I just knew that I had to figure out a way to turn this thing that I experience every day and try to turn it into a positive and do something good with it. If I didn't, it was going to consume me. And so one night I was going through some resources that were provided, and I came across this idea that, well, maybe if I can make these things available to you, that it will help you, that it will help you get past. It's like trying to climb over this huge big fence, and the fence is full of poison ivy and vines and stickers and, you know, all sorts of nasty things, and you're just terrified to take the first step because you know if you take the first step, you could fall back down into it, or you could just cut yourself to pieces on the way over. But when you get over, then you can take a deep breath and say, oh, okay, now I can try to figure out what to do with this horrible sadness. So I came to the realization that I had to figure that out so I could turn this that I'm experiencing into a positive and help people. My entire career has been helping people, and so just in a different vehicle than this one. And it's his legacy to me. Duke's legacy to me is to give unconditional love to other people who are struggling with this very personal, very traumatic time in their life when they've lost this amazing, this creature that gives just such unconditional love. And it can be any creature. It doesn't have to be a dog. It could be a horse. It could be a bird. It could be a fish. It could be a lizard. Anything that you look to for your companionship in your soul, when you make a soul connection, and when you lose that, it's incredibly difficult. And so I've put together this program. It's a 5-hour program. It's chock-a-block full of conversation and activities and resources and therapy that I know will help you because it has helped me. And it has given me an opportunity to take Duke's legacy and the unconditional love that I gave him and pay it forward to you. If you're struggling and you're in that, if any of this is resonating with you, we should talk. And I'm happy to share what the program's all about, what the program costs, the entire workshop we do together. So you're not talking to somebody that hasn't experienced every single emotion that you are currently going through. Because you see, you don't ever get over grief. It never goes away. Some days are great days. Some days I'm an absolute basket case. I can't get a damn thing done because I'm all over the place. Those days are more controlled. but it doesn't matter. It can be a memory, a smell, a song. It can be anything that triggers these flood of trauma back. And it's learning to figure those triggers out, and then adjust your behavior once those triggers set in. And I just know that I am in a much better place because of this. And my desire, my hope is that I can share it with you and help you get to that same place. And maybe at some point you can open your heart back up to another amazing animal. I'm nowhere near there. And I don't know that I can ever get there, because this was such an amazing connection. And I just don't know that there's ever going to be another personality like him. I can never replace my mother. No, nobody on earth could ever replace her. Never. So I have to learn to live without her. And I don't think that any other animal could ever take Duke's place. But I hope at some point, maybe, that I can open myself up to love another animal as much as I loved him. And this offering is in honor of that love, because I know so many other people are struggling with it, and I know they need exactly what I needed, and I'm here to help you. And I would love to talk to you. There's no pressure, just an opportunity to learn to live with grief, Duke's way. Let's connect. I can't wait to hear from you. And I'm sorry that you are going through it, because I too truly understand all of it. Hope to hear from you soon.